Happy Sunday, beautiful people in my phone. Welcome to Car Conversations, where we talk all things faith, freedom, football, etc. It's a rainy Sunday, but it's still beautiful because I have had a beautiful 24 hours with some dear friends. Decades we've known each other, and it's always good to get back with people who know okay, know the struggle, know the journey, know the entirety of your life up until this particular point. So yeah. But did y'all catch that March Madness last night? I just came on to say, what? H-Town, stand up, H-Town. Oh my goodness. First of all, I was raised in Houston, Texas, so don't question my H-Town ability, right? Don't question that. I was raised in Houston, Texas. Let's be clear. Southwest, SWAT, A-Leaf. That's where I was raised. So to see the Cougars take it to the Dukies. I loved that. The grit, the determination, the mental fortitude it took for those players to not give up, to not give in. No one, some people thought they would win. I was going to say, no one thought they would win. They were down by 14. They were still down by 1 in the last minute of the game, but they cut that lead. They held Duke to 1 field goal in the last 10 minutes. I believe that's the stat that I heard. What? Y'all, what? But they conditioned. Not only mentally, physically, the way they train, apparently. Like I am new to, hearing a little bit more about the Cougs this year and what they do and how they do what they do with Coach Sampson. But apparently they're all super conditioned. They run like a 5-minute mile, all of them. And they're incredible athletes. Their bodies are incredibly conditioned, but that mental toughness, that was a clinic they put on display. And the amount of games that Duke, close games that Duke had this season versus the amount of close games, that Houston had, they've been battle tested. They had been battling, game after game after game, double overtime, close games. And it just showed that they were very experienced in being in that type of position before and knowing how to respond. But I heard the coach say, and it's worth repeating, I heard the coach say at some point in a presser, that Coach Sampson, that basically the whole point of it's not what you do when everybody's looking. It's all of the work that you put in when no one's looking that prepares you to be able to do what you need to do when everyone is looking. And I thought, that's it. Practice makes permanent is the way I learned that same concept, that same mindset shift growing up. How you do anything is how you do everything. You may have heard it said like that. And that's the whole point. If you practice and you continue to practice it the way it should be, the way it needs to be, with the level of intensity that you have to have come game time, when it's game time, it's going to be natural. It's muscle memory. I mean, it's your body and your mind is conditioned to be able to perform at that level, because that's the way you've been doing it. That's the way your body knows to respond. That's the way your mind knows to respond. I love that. Listen, and I missed the end of the Auburn-Florida game. I did. I missed the end of it. I saw a good deal of it. and it looked like, and I will rewatch some highlights when I get stationary, but it looked like it was a very similar comeback, because all of the game that I saw, Auburn was leading, and it looked like that Florida didn't have a chance. I did see the start of the second half, though, and I saw Clayton. I like that little Clayton Jr., and I'm saying little, and it's no disrespect, but I like that kid. I really, really, really do. And to watch Houston have to battle Florida, who do you have? Who do you have in the Final Four? I want to know. Like, I'm going for H-Town. I got to go for H-Town. And forget the SEC at this point. I have to go for H-Town. That team has heart on another level. I'm not going to be mad if Clayton Jr. gets a championship either. I'm not. I'm just totally not, because that kid right there he's a baller, and he is Clutch Clayton. I don't know if that's his nickname, if that's what they call him in Gainesville, but he is definitely Clutch Clayton. So, March Madness. The women, not to be left out. South Carolina today. UConn today. Paige Buckner, Raven Johnson and company today. That's going to be a really good one. Who do you have for that one? I got to go with my Gamecocks on that. That's a no-brainer. I got to go with my Gamecocks on that. Dawn Staley wins another. That's my pick. I'm sticking with it. Go Cougs. Tomorrow night's going to be another good one. It's March Madness. It's spring break for me. You ain't gonna see me. I ain't gonna post no more, because my business is my business. I love y'all. Y'all stay winning, and y'all stay free.